The Female Poet, An Introduction. Volume 2. The gentler sex, or the deadlier of the species. Between these two definitions of the female gender, and probably many more, lies a collection of some of the most beautiful verse ever written. For much of history, women have been seen rather than heard. In this volume, poets of great depth and feeling express themselves on a range of topics, and in ways that perhaps only a woman can.
No Coward Soul Is Mine by Emily Bronte. No coward soul is mine, no trembler in the world's storm-troubled sphere. I see heaven's glories shine, and faith shines equal, arming me from fear. O God within my breast, almighty, ever-present deity, life that in me has rest, as I, undying life, have power in thee. Vain are the thousand creeds that move men's heart, unutterably vain. Worthless as withered weeds, or idlest froth amid the boundless main, to waken doubt in one holding so fast by thine infinity, so surely anchored on the steadfast rock of immortality. With wide embracing love thy spirit animates eternal years, pervades and broods above, changes, sustains, dissolves, creates and rears. Though earth and man were gone, and suns and universes ceased to be, and thou wert left alone, every existence would exist in thee. There is not room for death, nor atom that his might could render void. Thou art being and breath, and what thou art may never be destroyed.
If thou must love me, let it be for naught, by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. If thou must love me, let it be for naught except for love's sake only. Do not say, I love her for her smile, her look, her way of speaking gently, for a trick of thought that falls in well with mine, and certes brought a sense of pleasant ease on such a day. For these things in themselves, beloved, may be changed, or change for thee, and love so wrought may be unwrought so. Neither love me for thine own dear pities wiping my cheeks dry. A creature might forget to weep who bore thy comfort long, and lose thy love thereby. But love me for love's sake, that evermore thou mayst love on through love's eternity.
If Infinite Worlds, Infinite Centres, by Margaret Cavendish. If infinite of worlds, they must be placed at such a distance as between lies waste. If they were joined close, moving about, by jostling they would push each other out. And if they swim in air, as fishes do in water, they would meet as they did go. But if the air each world doth enclose them all about, then like to water flows, keeping them equal and in order right, that as they move shall not each other strike. Or like to water wheels by water turned, so air round about those worlds do run. And by that motion they do turn about, no further than that motion's strength runs out. Like to a bowl which will no further go, but runs according as that strength do throw. Thus like as bowls the worlds do turn and run, but still the jack and centre is the sun.
We Parted in Silence by Isabella Valancy Crawford. We parted in silence, we parted by night, on the banks of that lonely river, where the fragrant limes their boughs unite. We met, and we parted forever. The night bird sung, and the stars above told many a touching story of friends long past to the kingdom of love, where the soul wears its mantle of glory. We parted in silence. Our cheeks were wet with the tears that were past controlling. We vowed we would never, no, never forget. and those vows at the time were consoling. But those lips that echoed the sounds of mine are as cold as that lonely river, and that eye, that beautiful spirit's shrine, has shrouded its fires forever. And now on the midnight sky I look, and my heart grows full of weeping. Each star is to me a sealed book, some tale of that loved one keeping. We parted in silence, we parted in tears, on the banks of that lonely river. But the odour and bloom of those bygone years still hang o'er its waters forever.
When my love did what I would not, by Mary Elizabeth Coleridge. When my love did what I would not, I could hear his merry voice upon the wind crying, "Fairest, shut your eyes, for see you should not, love is blind." When my love said what I say not, with a joyous laugh he quieted my fears, whispering, "Fairest, hearken not, for here you may not have love ears." When my love said, "Will you longer let me seek it? Blind and deaf is she that doth not bid me come." All my heart said murmuring, "Dearest, can I speak it? Love is dumb."
I'm seated. I've stopped being theirs. By Emily Dickinson. I'm seated. I've stopped being theirs. The name they dropped upon my face with water in the country church is finished using now, and they can put it with my dolls. My childhood and the string of spools I've finished threading, too. Baptized before without the choice, but this time consciously of grace, under supremest name called to my full, the crescent dropped, existence's whole arc filled up with one small diadem. My second rank, too small the first, crowned, crowing, on my father's breast, a half-unconscious queen, but this time adequate, erect, with will to choose or to reject, and I choose just a crown.
Ah, silly pug, wert thou so sore afraid? By Queen Elizabeth I. Ah, silly pug, wert thou so sore afraid? Mourn not, my wat, nor be thou so dismayed. It passeth fickle fortune's power, and skill to force my heart to think thee any ill. No fortune base, thou sayest, shall after thee, and may so blind a witch so conquer me. No, no, my pug, though fortune were not blind, assure thyself she could not rule my mind. Fortune, I know, sometimes doth conquer kings, and rules and reigns on earth and earthly things. But never think fortune can bear the sway, if virtue watch and will her not obey. Ne choose I thee by fickle fortune's reed, ne she shall force me alter with such speed, but if to try this mistress's jest with thee. Pull up thy heart, suppress thy brackish tears, torment thee not, put away thy fears. Dead to all joys, and living unto woe, slain quite by her that ne'er gave wise men blow, revive again, and live without all dread. The less afraid, the better thou shalt speed. Sweet evenings come and go, love. By George Eliot. Sweet evenings come and go, love. They come and went of yore. This evening of our life, love, shall go and come no more. When we have passed away, love, all things will keep their name, but yet no life on earth, love, with ours will be the same. The daisies will be there, love, the stars in heaven will shine. I shall not feel thy wish, love, nor thou my hand in thine. A better time will come, love, all better souls be born. I would not be the best, love, to leave thee now forlorn.